Hi there, Sean here from YouLi to show you the difference between brochure mode and bookings mode and when to use them. When you're in brochure mode, you can see that there's no packages like you would normally see in bookings mode. The price that you set here also is an estimated price. Of course, this could be a fixed price, but you could also say something like prices starting at, like I did here. Now if we jump over to a bookings mode trip, you can see that there's fixed prices for the packages that you set. You can also set your booking style and the currency that you'll be taking for the trip. Now, why would you want to use one or the other? Well, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to use brochure mode. You might not be ready to start taking payments yet. Maybe you don't know how many people are going to be interested and you need to figure that out before you can take their money. Maybe you don't have your Stripe account completely set up and you want to start taking bookings, but you can't charge anyone yet. So you set the trip to brochure mode because you can't set your trip to bookings mode until Stripe is working. What does this look like on the traveler's end? If we go right here, you can see that this is a trip in brochure mode. You can't really tell too much of a difference though. I have the button set to express interest, and you can change that on your end. The reason I did this is so travelers can see what they're getting into. They're just saying, I'm interested in this. They're not booking. It's clear that they're not making any commitment. They're just saying they're interested. You can also see right here, it says it's a 2-week long trip, and the prices start at $1,000. It doesn't say a set time frame. Maybe you have a set time frame and you could certainly put that here, but it's also a good way to gauge when your travelers are available to go. You could set up a task to, prompt your travelers to choose when they would prefer to go. Then you can have your travelers vote and they can actually choose when the trip happens. You can also let them know what the trip prices are starting at because maybe you don't know at this time. Maybe you haven't secured the hotel or the location. There's lots of options and there's lots of ways to get around that. And that's why brochure mode is great. If you don't know what's going on in this trip, use brochure mode. That way you can start taking interest and then you can set those hard details later because you can always change a trip from brochure mode right to bookings mode. Now, this trip is in brochure mode. If we go to cost, which is where you'll really see the difference, you can see it says what you're investing in. Prices starting at $1,000 per villa, and then a description here of what you're getting. If we go to a trip in bookings mode, you can see that this trip, now it says book now. Because this trip says book now, it's a lot more clear that you're booking. You're making a commitment. You're saying, I want to go on this trip. Now, if we click to the cost, now that we're in the cost of the trip, you can see there's different price levels. And you can set which room you want to pick. You can click book and you can fill out your information and register. Once you're registered, oops, I went to the wrong one. Sorry about that. Once you're registered for the trip in bookings mode, you'll be able to actually start making payments. And it's as simple as that.